Hi guys, welcome to the series on sequence modeling using RNN. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a basic, very basic classification setup using Keras RNN. So in Keras, you have a library called Simple RNN, which does the text classification. I'm going to generate some random data. For that, this is the function here. This function will generate some number between 0 and 2, essentially 0 and 1, and the number is the length of the vector that you want to generate here. So for example, here if I say generate sequence 4, that means the length of 4, any number 0 and 2 will be generated. I'll use this function to actually populate some dummy data by using this function here, and the data will look like something like this, with the x. This is your x, and this is the corresponding label 0 and 1. So let's generate training samples 1000 and testing sample 200, and we're going to have a sequence length of 5 for each of the sample, and every sequence will be defined by just one feature, right? That's not going to be the case in the real life, but in this demo, I'm just going to use only one number to define a particular sequence. And we generate training and testing samples. Essential to convert the data into three-dimension shape for RNN, and this is the three-dimension shape that you see. 1000 samples, 5 number of time steps, and each of the time step is defined by one number or one feature. You're going to set up the simple RNN by providing the length of the vector. So this length of the vector defines essentially this is the memory vector that you will set up. Essentially, that those many neurons will take part in the computation. And based on this 32 size that we have mentioned, Keras will also determine the specification or a shape of the other weights matrices. So once this is, and we have also added a classifier layer after the RNN layer here. Binary cross entropy is a simple binary classification, and the metric is accuracy. Essentially, this is what will be sent to the classifier. This we discussed in the last session as well. So we're going to pick up the hidden state at the end of the sequences. So all the hidden states will be, provided to the classifier along with the labels for to do the classification job. Okay, so that's what it is, and then you can configure your batch size and accordingly, set up the fit method. And notice here with the dummy data, we're getting quite a good accuracy, but anyway, that's not the focus here. So this is how we do a basic text classification. In the next video, I'll show you more intense and exhaustive example using IMDb, where I'll be talking about data processing, pre-processing, or rather text processing and pre-processing, why certain steps are important, why certain steps are not important. We'll also do comparison with the traditional machine learning performance on IMDb data versus the RNN, and so on and so forth. So that will be more fun. See you then in the next lecture. Thank you all.